Hey, Jonathan Knight here, big movie fan, and I'm here to show you my Troma collection. The first Troma movie I want to show you, I'm just going to randomly pick down on this pile here below me. You can't see it, but it's below me. And the first one I'm going to show you is the Sexy Box. And these are their 4 sex comedies that Troma did before they filmed their masterpiece, The Toxic Avenger. The first one, get these bad boys out, is Squeeze Play. Squeeze Play was the first movie I believe they made under the Troma label. They've made a couple other movies before this. They produced Mother's Day and a couple other ones. This one is actually pretty funny. Has lots of nudity in it, raunchy humor. I think it's a pretty good movie. I want to put it up there with the best 80s sex comedies. So I think it was made in '79 or no, 1980. I want to put it up there with the best, but it is funny and I recommend watching it. Waitress. This one I did not like. This is one of the rare Troma movies that they made that I did not like. I just did not care for it. I didn't think it was that funny, and I thought it was more irritating than anything. And it really, really hurt that I didn't like this because I wanted to love it, but what you gonna do? Stuck on You. I love this one. It does have a few problems. The whole purpose of the story is that these couple are breaking up, or getting divorced, or breaking up, and this guy's trying to tell them that all the problems they're having, people throughout the centuries and all that had them, and they show these like the cavemen had problems and all that. I don't think those parts of the movie worked that much, but the main storyline with the couple, that was hilarious. I thought the 2 actors did a good job and they were likable. I thought the judge, what's his name? It doesn't say here, but the judge is hilarious. Stuck on You. Love this one. Now the last, but not least, film in this collection is the first Troma. This is the best movie of the set. This movie is fucking hilarious. I would put this up there with the best sex comedies. I would put this up there with Revenge of the Nerds and Porky's and all that. I think it was fucking hilarious. It's the movie they did right before they did Toxic Avenger, so it was their last sex comedy before they started doing the horror comedy hybrids and all that. It's fucking hilarious. I just couldn't stop laughing, and all 4 films are worth watching again, simply for Lloyd Kaufman's commentary tracks. I think they're some of the best commentary tracks out there. But that's not all. There's 3 bonus films in this set on the first 3 discs: the Stuck on You, Waitress, and Squeeze Play. And they are Big Gus, What's the Fuss, The Girl Who Returned, which is Lloyd Kaufman's student film he did in college, and The Battle of Love's Return. I have not seen The Battle of Love's Return or Girl Who's Returned, but Big Gus, What's the Fuss, which is a comedy, Israeli comedy that Lloyd co-directed, and he fucking hates it. I watched it, and I actually thought it was pretty funny and good. I recommend checking that out. Now, I'm not going to tell you where they are, but they are on the first 3 discs, and just mess around with your DVD remote and you'll be able to find each of the films. So basically you get 7 films in this set. The 3 of them are hidden, so I need to watch the other 2 to see what they're like. Okay, let me put these back in their box. Let me put them back in the box. Okay, Blood, Boobs, and Beast, and Night Beast. Now, what's this? Blood, Boobs, and Beast is a documentary about a low-budget filmmaker named Dahler, and he made movies like The Alien Factor, Fiend, and Blood Massacre, and he sadly passed away in 2006. And this documentary is about his life and his work on his last movie, which was Dead Hunt. And on the set, they give you Night Beast, which is a film he did for in 1982 when Troma released it. The documentary is fan-fucking-tastic. I had never heard of the guy before I watched the documentary, and I became a big fan instantly after watching it. And Night Beast was awesome. Blood, gore, boobs. It had blood, boobs, and beasts in it. And it's fucking awesome. And then I watched his other films, like Alien Factor is one of my favorite 70s movies now. I think it's fucking awesome. I think it's out of print, so it's a little high in price, but if you can get it cheap, I recommend getting Alien Factor and this set. Watch Blood, Booze, and Beast first if you don't know the man, and afterwards I guarantee you'll want to check out his movies because they're fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Deak Amputated. This one is fucking hilarious. I think this is one of the funniest Troma pickups. A lot of people are kind of mixed about it. Some people like it, some people hate it. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's awesome. Awesome. It's like a killer, and I think he has like a beekeeper's mask, and he's trying to kill these kids and camping in the woods, but the kids won't die right away. It's one of those movies where he's like, fuck man, why don't they die? I think it's hilarious though. I think it's funny. I haven't watched it only maybe twice. I need to watch it again with some friends. See how it holds up. Beware, children at play. This is probably one of the most hokiest Troma pickups. Hokey meaning it's just really cheesy and cheap. But I really liked it. I really liked it because the 5-minute finale where all the kids are getting massacred is fucking awesome. Now you're thinking, how the hell would he get his kicks off? Kids getting killed. It's so hokey and cheesy. You can't get offended by it. If you saw maybe like an image from the movie, I think there's an image where the kid has a gun in his mouth. If you saw that, you'd be, oh my god, this movie's fucked up. When you watch the movie, it's really just cheap and cheesy, and you're not going to get offended by it. I thought it was fun though, and I think if it's one of those movies, if you have a few beers in you, you'll just fucking get a good laugh out of it. I recommend it though for Troma fans. Luther the Geek. I saw this movie as a kid on video before it was a Troma title. I think this is a movie that became a Troma title when it went to DVD. I think this movie's fucking awesome too. I know I've said fucking a lot, but deal with it. This movie is awesome though. I think it's really entertaining. A lot of gore because it's about a geek, a circus geek, or they bite the heads off a chicken. He bites people's necks. There's always big gushes of blood. There's a really awesome shower scene. Really entertaining. I think a lot of people would like this one. See? They bite in the head. Biting the head off a chicken. Now this movie, The Children, it's from the same people that did this. Luther the Geek. This movie was a movie that I heard of, but did not see until DVD. And it's about kids who there's this like toxic gas spill, and it turns them all into like killer kids that when they hug you, you melt, burn up. It's really cheesy. The music, Harry Manfredetti, probably saying his name wrong, who did music for Friday the 13th. He did the music the same year. And the music sounds a lot like Friday the 13th. But according to the director of this, he did the music for this before Friday the 13th. So he ripped off his own music for Friday the 13th. But of course, Friday the 13th is a lot more popular. So everyone thinks this movie ripped it off. Music ripped it off from here. But this movie came first. Entertaining, not great. I think Luther the Geek is better, but it's worth a check. Worth a view or two. This one, There's Nothing Out There. This was a movie that was previously released on DVD by, I think, Image. Troma picked it up. And it's an ultra low budget, I think it came out in the early 90s, indie film. I fucking love this movie. I saw this before Troma picked it up. I watched it like on the previous DVD, online I watched it. It's about an alien crashes the Earth and wants to mate with women. One of the characters is a lot like Randy from Scream, but of course this movie came out several years before Scream, so Scream kind of ripped this movie off. This movie is awesome. It's gory, it's funny, has lots of boobs in it. Not lots of, but has some boobs in it. The monster is awesome, nice space alien. This is really cheesy and fun. This reminds me, this is the first movie that was made by Ralph Koniski, who did The Hazing and Pretty Cool 1 and 2, and did Nightmare Man for After Dark Films. And I think he's a good indie filmmaker. Some of the stuff he's done is kind of shitty, but he's done really, like The Hazing is incredibly entertaining. I would put this as his best film because it's his first film. It reminds me of Peter Jackson's first film, Bad Taste. It's got a similar vibe to it. I think it's hilarious and entertaining. Definitely pick this one. Screw the LED release. Pick this up. 2-disc Troma set, short films, commentary tracks, all the good shit. Killer Condom. This is a German horror comedy. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. There's some pacing issues. I think the movie's about maybe like 10 minutes too long. But it's really entertaining, funny. It's based on I think it's based on a comic book, and it does have a comic book kind of feel. I think the subtitles even look like comic bookish because there's no dub on the DVD. So if you can't read, don't buy the DVD. Really entertaining. I remember this playing on Cinemax. They used to play like Troma marathons, and I always missed it. I always got like Kabuki Man or Class of Nuke Might, but I always wanted to watch Killer Condom. Funny, very funny, worth the check out. Worth the what? What's the fuck's it worth the check? Worth it to check out, or just fucking watch it.